it's Ruth here. Okay, so I had a box of stuff arrive today. I've already got a few new products, but at the beginning of May, Stampin' Up allow us as demonstrators to order some of the new stuff out of the catalogue, and I was particularly interested in getting hold of some of the new inks. So I've got my box of new stuff here and thought you'd like to see it. I didn't order like everything. I was a bit frugal and just chose stuff that I knew I really needed. And although there are a few things I've regretted not getting, but never mind, I've got plenty to play with because I did have an order of other stuff that came last month, so I'll show you that stuff too. Okay, so I've already got the new in colours, so if you haven't seen them, I'm sure you have. I've got them all here. So these are the new in colour inks. We've got Grapefruit Grove, lovely lipstick, Blueberry Bushel, Call Me Clover, and Pineapple Punch. Okay, and now stick with me to the end of this video because I'm going to show you some cards I've made focusing particularly on these colours. Okay, so now with that, they've released some gorgeous, very fine gross grain ribbon, and I like gross grain ribbon. It's just lovely to have that extra bit of texture. There's me trying to open it for you. Oh dear me. Is it going to open for me? And so these are available in all of the new in colours. And I nearly ordered every single one, and then I was good and just ordered 3 that I thought were kind of the ones that I would use the most of. And I love this kind of like smaller, thinner ribbon. It's great for little tags and for making little bows and things. And they're fabulous colours, really gorgeous. So that's the lipstick, the Blueberry Bushel, and the Pineapple Punch. Now, you've probably heard me say that Stampin' Up are doing a complete colour revamp. And so I already have some of the colours that are coming back, but I wanted to order all the colours that I haven't got. So here we have Poppy Parade, that's coming back. This is a new colour, Granny Apple Green, Grey Granite, Balmy Blue, which kind of, it's a bit more duskier blue than our pool party, more of a baby blue rather than like a pool blue. Quite like that. Shaded Spruce, which is a really kind of, I look at this and I can taste pines. You know, it's a very piney kind of colour, this one. And I would love to see how that looks next to our Tranquil Tide. I think Tranquil Tide is probably a little bit more bluer than this, but it looks amazing. And then Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. You know, I've been yearning for this sort of purple to come out, and Stampin' Up have gone and given to us. I'm so pleased. It's more of a kind of like, I mean, I know it says heather and grape, but to me it's kind of like, reminds me of lilacs and, you know, some hydrangeas and wisteria and buddleia and all those kind of beautiful purpley kind of colours that you want. So gorgeous. And this one, I'm quite excited about this one. This is called Soft Seafoam. It's very muted. It's kind of like the green version of Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow is kind of, not Mossy Meadow. What am I talking about? Mint Macaron. Mint Macaron is kind of like a lovely bluey green, but this is going towards more the green shade, and it's called Soft Seafoam. And look at that colour. I've got the cardstock as well. I just couldn't resist getting the card to match it. It's such a pretty colour. It's going to go well with browns and greens as well as your pinks. And I mean, look at it next to the heather. So pretty. So again, I was good. I could have ordered loads more cardstock, but I behaved myself. I didn't go too crazy. Because sometimes the temptation is to go really overboard, and then you get kind of your mojo goes away because you've got so much to play with. So I try to be good. Okay, I'm excited about playing with this. This is the Big Shot embossing mats, and apparently this gadget here is going to help turn our regular dies into embossing dies. Okay, so I'm interested to see how that works. Wow, there's, oh gosh, it's not what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so there's this white kind of acrylic matte thing, and then there's this grey silicone-y thing, and then this blue one. Okay, and so let's have a look at the instructions. Okay, so we've got a good little diagram there explaining kind of all the sandwiches of what you can do with it. And I'd be very interested to have a play and then come back to you guys with a bit of a video to show you what that does. Okay, moving on, I've got some more colours here. I've got Petal Pink, which is a really lovely sort of pink but going slightly towards the peach shade. I said to somebody, actually, this I felt was Stampin' Up's way of bringing a Caucasian flesh tone to the Stampin' Up colour range, and it kind of, it's a shame they've really got rid of chocolate chip, really, because I'm all about having lots of different skin tones represented. So I'm glad they called it Petal Pink and not flesh or anything like that, because this is only one person's flesh tone. And I have quite a kind of slightly yellowy flesh tone, so it's not going to be exactly mine, but this is probably the closest to a Caucasian flesh tone that I've seen Stampin' Up come out with recently. Okay, so Merry Milou. I am really excited to play with this because we used to have a colour called Bravo Burgundy, and I have missed having that really more darker red colour to play with. So this will be interesting to see what this is like against Cherry Cobbler. Actually, I can show you. I've got a little swatch book here. I can show you now. So there's Merry Milou, and let's see if I can find Cherry Cobbler. It's in with the Regals, she says. Sorry, I'm sounding a little bit snotty today because I have a cold. There's Cherry Cobbler, and there's Merry Milou. So there is quite a difference, really. This has definitely got more red tones, the Cherry Cobbler, but the Merry Milou is darker, and yeah, kind of almost maybe slight bluey tinge to it. I don't know. So yeah, we definitely needed a burgundy, so I'm really glad we've got that Merry Milou. So that's that. Then we've got Mango Melody, and oh, I love these names. Every time I say these, I'm like, oh, I can taste mango. So Mango Melody kind of comes in the brights there, and it is cute. It's a nice zingy orange, which, you know, we kind of needed because we were getting a zingy green, and we've got a nice zingy new yellow, haven't we, with the pineapple punch. So that fits really, really beautifully. Okay, so I'm just going to three things to show you. I bought some of the in colour stack. Now, in past years, Stampin' Up have done 12 by 12 in colour stacks. This time, they're just doing a 6 by 6. Oops, sorry. Sorry, guys. I was just moving some stuff out of the way. I'm just going to sit down. I'm not feeling great with this cold, so... So this is the in colour paper stack. So this is all the new colours. So this is the Grapefruit Grove. So in the stack you get, I want to say 40 sheets. I think it is, yes it is 40 sheets. So you get 4 of this design. And that's the back side, the dots. We can't resist the dots, can we? Love the dots. And this is a bit of an odd line. Don't stare at it too much because the lines aren't actually completely parallel and straight. And then we've got a dotty that's, again, not kind of like a parallel dotty. It's kind of more of a nature dots, if that makes sense, more of a texture. So we got that in Grapefruit Grove. This is going to do serious things to my eyes, isn't it? Make my eyes go weird, but never mind. But yeah, in the yellow, the lipstick, the clover, and the blueberry bushel. Now this paper stack in this formation with these designs are going to be available across the board, so you can buy them in the brights, the subtles, the regals, the neutrals, as well as the two in colour stacks. Now I'm saying that, and I'm just going to check that I'm not lying to you, so I'm just quick look in my catalogue just to make sure I'm telling you the truth, but I was sure that that's what I saw advertised. But before you all get excited, yes, definitely, yes, 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 what I was telling you is true. So this stack is going to be available in all the different colour families, okay, which I think is really handy. It's a kind of useful set to always have on hand. Okay, so I've also got, now what other cardstock did I buy? Oh, no, I haven't, okay, what have I done? So this is the returning colours assortment. So this is all the cardstock that Stampin' Up, the colours have existed with Stampin' Up before, and they are coming back. So we've got, oh, Blackberry Bliss. Oh my goodness, so pleased this is coming back. Mossy Meadow. Poppy Parade. What colour is this? Something. Mint Macaron and Flirty Flamingo. Now, oh my goodness, I've never seen Flirty Flamingo and Mint Macaron together, because Mint Macaron went years ago and Flirty Flamingo we've just had for the last 2 years and it's coming back. Those two colours together look gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I'm so pleased about that. Okay, this one is, I've got to tell you what this is. It's not Bermuda Bay, is it? We've got Bermuda Bay. I will find it, because that is going to bother me if I don't tell you. Coastal Cabana. Oh dear. Right, so there we go, Coastal Cabana. So I was fortunate that the only colour I didn't have in the ink pad was the Poppy Parade, so I've not had to buy a lot of these colour inks. That's why I just bought the new ones. But at some point, I think I'll be buying all the new ink pads. But, you know, if I don't need it, I'm not going to... When I can buy other stamps and things for now. Okay, so these are the new colours. Oh my goodness, it's so nice to see them actually full colour in the flesh. So look, Merry Milou. This one is the shaded... Is it shaded spruce or sprucey something? Shaded spruce. That is so Christmassy, isn't it? Look at that. And I've got to get used to these names now. So that is Gorgeous Grape. Mango Medley. I'm getting used to them. Granny Apple Green. Something Granite. What's it called? Grey Granite. Highland Heather, Balmy Blue, Petal Pink, and Seafoam. Seafoam something. What's it called? Soft Seafoam. There we go. Right, so... Right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me and open my box. And before I go, I did promise that I was going to show you some cards that I've been doing, I've made with the new in colours. So... if I show you one with all of them on, I use the Cat Punch and a new stamp set that's coming out called Artisan Textures. It's this one here. It's pretty cool. If you loved Gorgeous Grunge or been trying to get your hands on Gorgeous Grunge, then this is quite a good alternative to that. It's fabulous. So all I did was use this one here. That is what I've stamped in the background for this. And then I just used the corresponding cardstock with the colours to do that. So that's that one. So first of all, I've got this one here. That's lovely, lovely lipstick. I don't know if I put that in the background. And I've embossed it with a gorgeous new embossing folder. It's one of the special new, really extra deep ones. And then I punched out, and I used a tiny little piece from those lovely new lace papers. I will show you them in a minute. And now this piece here, this is comparing some of the other pinks. So this is the lovely lipstick colour. Then this is Berry Burst. These two are Berry Burst. This is Cherry Cobbler. This is Melon Mambo. And this is Real Red. So I thought it'd be nice to actually see, and I'm hoping that my phone can pick up the different colour tones and that you can see it fine on your screen. But it is quite interesting just to put the colours together and just see how they work together and how they kind of interplay. So that's lovely lipstick. So that is on a Melon Mambo base, but this portion here is lovely lipstick. Okay, so this is Blueberry Bushel, and again, can you see I've embossed? So when I put it through the embossing, through the Sizzix machine, I embossed that portion there, and then I put it through again and embossed this portion here. So I've got this kind of like double effect where I've got a floral bit there and a floral bit there. And then this is again a piece of the lace. So I've used Whisper White with this one, and then stamped in the Blueberry Bushel. And then the card here that I've done to compare some of the colours is this one, which is very kind of retro looking. I've used Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Blueberry Bushel and Balmy Blue. So that's just really interesting to kind of see all those colours working together. So this one is Call Me Clover. And I again used some of the white lace there. And yeah, just makes a really simple card. Just cut out some of the lace and stuck it on and stamped that again with the Call Me Clover. So this time I kind of embossed the edges there and there. I also, I think, went over with a bit of, with my sponge with the green as well, just to pick up, highlight some of those areas. So that's tone on tone, that there. And then for comparison, I did this. I used the leaf punch and just punched out a couple of leaves from different colours. So here we have Tranquil Tide. I think that's Emerald Envy. Old Olive. No, actually, that's Mossy Meadow. That's Mossy Meadow, Garden Green, Old Olive, and Pear Pizzazz. So let me do that again. Tranquil Tide. I think that's Emerald Envy, but I could be wrong. Always Artichoke. No, Mossy Meadow. Garden Green, Old Olive, and then Pear Pizzazz. Sorry, my brain really isn't quite with it today, I'm afraid. Okay, so this is Pineapple Punch, and this one I embossed like either side, and then put this detail in the middle, and then I punched this out with the white, and then I punched a second one out in the yellow, and then just cut it in half, and then just moved it up a bit and stuck it so that you get that lovely kind of border edge to it. That's quite a fun technique, just to frame your sentiment area. And then just did that with the white, and it's just lovely, yellow on white. It's just such a kind of crisp, lovely, sunshiny, summery composition. And this is here comparing all the different yellows. So we've got Crushed Curry, So Saffron, and Daffodil Delight, and then Pineapple Punch. And it's really interesting because for years, I mean, we've obviously had Daffodil Delight around for a while, and Daffodil Delight was kind of the go-to bright yellow. But when you compare it to Pineapple Punch, it really isn't as bright at all. That's Daffodil Delight and that's Pineapple Punch. It's really quite dusky compared to the bright Pineapple Punch. Okay, so this is Grapefruit Grove, which probably is, I would say, is my least favourite, but that's not to say I'm not going to use it and I don't like it with other colours. It's just as a colour. Often people do ask me, what's your favourite colour? And I can never say what my favourite colour is because I tend to see colours in combination with other ones. So although a colour may not be my favourite immediately, I do find that once I start playing with it against other colours, then I do like it. So here I just embossed right in the middle, and then I got a second piece and embossed it, and then cut around the flower, and then this little portion here, and then just sponged it up and then just stuck that then on top. And then this is from the lace, I cut out some pieces. And then this is some baker's twine. There's a set of 4, and it just so happens that one of the set of 4 is the Grapefruit Grove. Now, I didn't use it as it comes. I cut a piece off and then split it because this is kind of 3 strands in there. So I split it up and just made it a little bit more frilly, frothy. And then for that one, to compare with other colours, I cut out some daisies and also some circles. So here we've got pumpkin pie. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. It's Tangerine Tango that's going, isn't it? Pumpkin pie, and then some of the, this is the mango medley. Hi, Kelly. This is Flirty Flamingo, and I think that's Calypso Coral. Let me just check. I should check that next to my swatch book, shouldn't I? Which I've kind of lost under this mountain of stuff. Let's have a quick check. So that's Mango Medley, yep. And it's funny, once you, when you're working loads with these colours, it can all get a little bit confusing. There we go, that's Pumpkin Pie. That's Calypso. And then I use these insides, those are Grapefruit Grove. Because when you see colours against different colours, they do take on a different feel. So seeing that the Grapefruit Grove against the yellow is really different from seeing the Grapefruit Grove against the pumpkin pie there. So it is interesting what different combinations will bring out in a colour. So do have a play. Right, guys, thank you so much for coming in and watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. I don't know if you don't follow me on my other social media. I was really pleased. I reached the 3,000 subscribe mark over the weekend, which is a little kind of milestone that I've been wanting to achieve for a while. So thank you so much if you subscribed to me recently. Please carry on sharing and telling your friends about my channel. It's just I just love inspiring people, and it's so lovely to hear about projects that you guys have worked on because of stuff that you've seen me do. As usual, all the products that you see in front of you are generally Stampin' Up. I try not to show you anything that's not Stampin' Up, and are available through my online shop, artfulstampin.co.uk, if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or Holland. And if you're from somewhere else, America or Australia, then you can, or New Zealand or Canada or wherever, you can find a local demo for you in those regions. Right. Take care for now, and I look forward to going off and playing with some of my new goodies and inspiring you with lots of lovely new ideas very soon. Take care for now. Bye.